It's not good.
But yeah, no, I never wanted to stay late at
smell
work.
like bad dairy.
I never wanted to stay late at work,
No,
especially
me
a restaurant
neither.
like that. Like, I think it's maybe different when you're older and you can drink, and then like people like will maybe drink at the bar after. But
And
like,
maybe it's also different, like when you're older and you don't have like parents or a curfew, so you're like, ooh, this is a way how I can like stay out later and just say that it's work and like do a thing.
maybe
Like, I guess, but it's still stupid. I feel like even if I were in high school, I like, especially if it was a weeknight, I'd be like, I have school tomorrow. Like, I have to wake up early.
I did not want to stay at any of the restaurants I worked at.
No, I don't know. Anyway, that happens, and it confuses me. And then we're with Eli at his house, and his room is so clean.
So clean. He takes another pill because he's frustrated about writer's block.
Yeah, and he has a skull pillowcase.
Yes, he does. I also had that note.
And he also has a dream catcher. His room he has a lot of he still has a lot of random shit in his room. It's just not as much.
There is not
as when he was a hoarder.
There is not one set design aesthetic, but at least he doesn't have giant tubs of popcorn for no reason.
Never forget. Like, why don't we just start there, Eli? And then his dad comes in and is like trying to talk to him and be like, you're doing so much better now. Like, I love you.
His dad's a sweetie.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe you should quit the play until we figure out what's going on.
Right. And he's like, it's fine. And then I guess
but
Riley...
he does say when you're better, but that's not really how that works. I just wanted to point that out. It's not like a getting better thing.
Yeah.
It's a like getting healthy and, maintaining what you can.
Right. Like managing.
Yeah, you manage it.
Yeah.
It's not a sick, healthy thing.
Right, exactly. Getting like balanced.
Yeah.
But then we're with Riley, and his mom is so happy that she thinks her plan worked.
And he's back in the closet.
Yep. And
and then Fiona's talking to Eli, and Eli's like, I quit the play. And she's like, what? And he's like talking about like the Claire thing and whatever. And Fiona has a line that I really enjoyed and agree with. She's like, I will never understand the power that Claire Edwards has over men.
I know.
And honestly, same.
And then I don't really remember what she said.
Oh, she's being manipulative
Right.
as hell because she's amazing and I love Fiona. And she's just like, yeah, all right, well, if you want to quit. I'll just have to get someone else. Claire's a writer, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'll do it.
No, let me do it. Yeah. And then I don't know.
Oh, then
Casey does something shitty.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
We're
it was.
with Jenna and Casey she's like, you came back late last night. He's like, I didn't want to wake you and tie up, And she's like, oh, yeah, dishwashing, etc. And he's like, well, also there was like a dance party thing after work.
Surprised that he was like transparent about that.
Yeah. And then she gets mad and she's like, seriously, like I'm here alone all day and all night and you have a dance party after work? And he's like,
so fucking selfish.
He's so selfish. And he's like, I work all day and I have school all day and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what? And he's like, I have to go. I'm going to be late to school. And she's like, oh, that's right. Civics class might break out into a dance party. Because Jenna is improving
Jenna's like
greatly.
so much better.
She's not my fave, but I do enjoy her now.
Yeah.
Kind of.
She's better than she was.
That is for sure.
I think it's probably just because she's been forced to grow up, like, extraordinarily. And then we're with Riley, and he's just straight up lying to Zane about where he was and not telling him about his fake girlfriend.
Oh, and they decide that for the health initiative, they're going to do a big dodgeball tournament, which, 2 notes.
I truly did not register any of this planning. I did not pay attention to this. I didn't even realize that this happened until you've been bringing it up during our conversation, because I do not care.
Because it's terrible. It's a dumb.
It doesn't even happen in the episode.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, I don't even remember.
It's oh wait, does it? Or am I thinking about something else?
Is it when you accidentally watched an episode, like 2 episodes ahead?
It is. Okay, so you guys, here's the thing.
That's why you took all these notes.
This is the second time this has happened to me. autoplay tricked me into watching the first half 2 episodes down the line when they finally do the dodgeball thing, which is why I've retained the dodgeball thing.
I didn't even hold on to any of that information.
Well, it comes back for no reason in 2 episodes.
God damn it.
Fucking buckle up.
That's why you didn't notice at first.
Yes, because it weirdly
kind of connects.
It kind of connects. It was weird. Anyway, instead of watching part 2 of this episode, I watched part 1 of a different episode entirely, where the dodgeball thing comes back. But yeah, so they decide to play dodgeball, which I don't understand what that has to do.
Dodgeball. I hated it so much.
Me too. I think
we've talked about this
before. The first time I ever really cut gym class, the beginning of that was they were going to make us play dodgeball, and I was so
that was the worst.
I was so absolutely not.
Only the really aggro boys like dodgeball.
Yeah.
And it was just not a fun time for anybody.
It's violent.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. So I was like, haha, not playing dodgeball, gonna smoke cigarettes in the construction part of the locker room.
Bye as fuck.
The first time I ever quit gym class. Anyway,
and then Zane
but what does that have to do with taking 10,000 steps?
Oh, you run around a lot?
I guess. Not if you're me. If you're me, you cover your face, you wait to get hit, you sit down.
But if someone was like, you need to take 10,000 steps, would you do it in any way that it was presented to you when you were in high school? I don't think this tournament is for you.
No, no, it's definitely not. But no, I think I would have, because I was still I still went to the gym regularly and stuff. I just didn't do it on school time. But when we had an option to just work out in the weight room or whatever, I would do that.
Seems like an after school thing too.
Oh. Yeah, no, that I wouldn't have done.
Anyway, I didn't retain any of that, and I just wrote down that Zane was asking him when he's gonna come out to his dad and if he's gonna do it for his birthday, because Riley's birthday is almost here, and they're gonna have a dinner.
Snooping through Riley's phone when he gets up and go to the bathroom.
Right, which I'm like, Zane, you're better than this. Don't go through his phone. But then you see he discovers something. But then Dave is with Casey. And Casey's like, oh, I'm so busy between school and work and the baby and da-da-da-da. And Dave is like, you need to make time. Don't forget to make time for yourself. And I'm like, Dave, he doesn't get to get that luxury anymore. He's a father.
Seriously.
And
deal with your goddamn consequences.
I actually like work. We had a dance party. Blah. And then I think does he talk about Marisol?
No, Marisol comes over and says hi. And then Dave's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. It's this is not great. But then Claire and Jake are talking in the distance while Eli spins out of control and destroys a computer. Yep. And
oh my God, girl is staring at him.
Then Imogen comes in and sees, and then when Miss O is about to come in, she fucking leaps into the air and falls on her face to cover for him. She's like, I tripped over the cord and the computer broke. And she's legit bleeding out of her nose.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous.
Red flag number 1, this girl is bananas.
She's crazy town, but also I thought that was kind of badass because this was before we knew her.
Yeah, true.
Before I was like, oh no, I hate this girl.
Yeah.
But so the reason that Zane is mad is that Athena texted Riley and was like, I had fun.
I had fun on our date last night or something. And then Riley's like, wait, let me explain. He's like, no, blah. I don't really remember. And then we're with fucking Imogen and Eli, and she's being all quirky and weird, and she's saying his meds are dulling him out. Or maybe he says that.
No, she fully does it. He's like, I have writer's block, blah, blah, blah. And she's clearly obsessed with him. Yeah. And then she's encouraging him to go off his meds because she's like, it's dulling you out, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Just dear God.
This is when I'm
but
like,
I feel
she
also says some other shit that I don't remember, and Eli's smitten with her.
She uses all full names. Yeah. She's bleeding out of her nose. She sticks tampons up her nose. She uses only full names. Adam comes over and she's like, hi, Adam Torres. And then he's like, okay. Yeah. And he's like, what happened to your face? And she's like, gets all crazy.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
Eli punched me in the face, blah, blah, blah. And he's crazy. And then skips off. I feel like she's like if Luna Lovegood was terrible.
But she's also like a pathological liar. But she's like, but it's because I'm acting.
He's like clearly into it because, and so Sean and Holland and I have a group text, and we were group texting about her yesterday because Holland and I hate her, and Sean is like, what is wrong with you? But he also doesn't remember how she started in his defense. But I was like, you know, she's like a manic pixie dream girl, except that she sucks. So she's like manic pixie nightmare girl.
Yeah.
And I hate her.
She's terrible.
She's a fucking nightmare. I hate her.
And then we also went off on a tangent on who we all were in high school and whether we would have like been friends.
We came to some like pretty good conclusions.
It was great. We decided that if we had all been in a class together, we all would have been like class friends with each other, but not outside of school. No. Like if we had been like partnered up for something, we would have bonded over like the OC or something.
Exactly.
And then if we ever were to do a group project, I would have to do all the work.
That's true.
But then you guys
would carry our team.
But then Sean would do all like the presentation, public speaking part.
I would bring the charisma.
Anyway, part 2.
Part 2. This is when I start writing about a different episode entirely. So I have to turn 3 pages.
So then we're with Eli and Adam, and Eli's like, this girl, like, and then he's talking about how the pills aren't working and how they're like, again, like hindering his creativity. And then Adam, God bless Adam, constant voice of reason, is like, if the pills aren't working for you, talk to your doctor. Come on, dude. And I'm like, Thank you,
It's the wrong pills or the wrong dosage. Talk to your doctor. And he's right. And he's like, you know, my uncle like had a behavioral thing and he had to try a few different things, which is how it fucking works.
And Eli's like, I don't want to keep going back to some quack like a science experiment.
He's like, I'm not a lab rat.
Yeah.
But like, dude, why do you think they're going to get it right the first time? They don't do that with like medical things or like brain chemistry things. It's like a lot of trial and error. Like
that's what
like,
science is.
That's what science is. It's a lot of trial and error, especially because we really like even like neurologists and shit do not understand the human brain that well.
Right.
It's a lot of just figuring it out.
It's so annoying. And then she's with Imogen and she takes his pills and throws them in the garbage, right?
No, not yet.
She's
just holding on to them.
Oh, she takes his pills and I'm like, what the fuck? That's not cool.
Well, that's what he's trying to get Adam to do because he's like, I don't want to like rely on them today and see what happens.
Yeah, it's
and
stupid.
Imogen's like, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, of course you will.
And then we're with Riley and Zane and Riley's like, you're like, I can't believe like you think I would like or do this blah blah blah, but I'm also like, Riley, what was he supposed to think if he saw that text message she said you guys went on a date?
Seriously. But then okay, so I take some issue because so Riley is like, yeah, you know, I'm just kind of like with my parents to make it easier until I leave for school for right now. It's just easier for me to like stay this way. And Zane is like really, I love Zane and he's almost always right, but he's like really trying to like pull Riley kicking and screaming out of the closet. Riley has like made many like
I know
big steps. Like, let him do this on his own time.
Don't, like, make him do something he's not ready
like,
for.
You guys are still in high school. He's like, you're with my family all the time. You're a part of my life. Like, you guys are in a high school relationship.
Yeah.
Calm down.
But also, side note, Zane is so pretty.
He's so pretty.
But Zane is not happy with him going back in the closet. And it's like, you can't, like, apply your like situation onto Riley.
It's not
like
fair.
Just because it's easy for you and you believe that you should be living your truth 100%. Like Riley doesn't really have that luxury. He has parents who would have a harder time with it, and he needs to like take baby steps and do what he needs to do to like have a good relationship with his family. And he's just not ready, which is okay. Like he's tried and then he's like learned that it was not great, and now he like has to adjust and figure out how to approach this in a more delicate way. But then we are we in drama class?
Yeah, because Eli is like gonna start writing and he's gonna get Imogen's help because like Ms. Dawes is like, have you found a writing partner and have you found someone to bounce your ideas off of? And Imogen's like, just call me Rubber. She's like, because I bounce. And they're like, okay.
And then is this when we learn that like Imogen is low-key probably stalking him because she knows, like...
Oh, we find out soon.
Way too much information about his life. Or does
we
that
find
not
out...
happen yet? But
not yet. Okay. But it is coming.
Yeah.
And then we're with Marisol and Casey. And Marisol's like, we're going to do, like, a luau tonight. Everyone's getting laid.
Yeah, I'm like, why is she making this lay pun?
I cannot. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
And then...
Eli's freaking out.
And then Dave is like... Oh, I'd like a good Hawaiian necklace or something.